Sione, what's your immediate reaction to that fantastic comeback win?
Really proud. I said to the boys at half time that we're going to have to look and find more of ourselves. And I thought the boys that came off the bench and, the problem solving that we did at half time, but also on the pitch in the second half, found a way to win. And sometimes in this competition, I feel like you're not going to get your best performance week after week, like maybe we envisioned before the game, but we dug deep and found a way to win ugly today.
Is one of the most pleasing aspects of the win the fact you showed that character? You were down on the scoreboard, the crowd's up, and you managed to come back and dig in.
Yeah, 100%. And I think you take a lot away from that. We're playing in an away stadium against a very desperate team. And credit to them, they played really well today and they managed to make things a little bit difficult for us, particularly at breakdown time. But like I said, we take a lot out from wins like that. And we'll rest up now, go into the fallow week, maybe get a few boys off injury list. But yeah, I'm really proud of the boys and I think there's a lot we can take out for a game like that.
Next question to Gav, please.
So you're at 15 points now. What was the message to the players during the first half and then at half time?
The message was just to keep doing what, not necessarily, we were making errors at the breakdown and I felt like maybe the error count was a bit higher than what it was against England and that was why the game moved a lot smoother against England. But like I said, my message to the boys was just to keep going and that we were going to have to find something in ourselves all as individuals. And like I said, I'm proud of my teammates tonight because I felt like they stepped up and walked towards it when we were up against it. And like I said, we can take a lot out of that.
Wales catch you a bit cold in the first half. Did you have anything that surprised you at all?
Not cold. Like I said, we prepared really well, but I don't want to discredit what they did either. I thought they were really desperate teams today, and they showed it, particularly at the breakdown, and made things a little bit difficult. But they were all things that we could fix, and by the end of the game, we managed to fix those things and claw back and win.
The next question on here.
Sione, I can see you again.
How are you, man?
Michael? Yeah. Just talk to me a bit about the experience that you had in the back line as well with Finn, with Duhan, with Blair as well. How did that kind of work in terms of that atmosphere that you had today at the Principality Stadium?
Yeah, I thought it was those boys slotted back in really nicely. We were cutting them on edges and we were making half breaks and stepping in and creating opportunities through offloads and stuff like that. I just thought maybe our breakdown on the back of that is maybe where it lacked. And we'll take a good hard look. We pride ourselves on the wide breakdown and something we'll probably have to get better at for the next year. We'll definitely have to get it better at for the next game against France. But I'm proud about those boys slotted in and Finn made some big plays in the second half, for us to get back into it.
And you mentioned the fallow week as well. Previously there's only 2 fallow weeks, now there's only the 1. What's the difference like in terms of the camp? In terms of you've got to recover a bit quicker? Is it something?
Yeah, definitely. 3 test matches on the bounce is tough, I'm not going to lie. But all the teams in this competition have to do it, and now we've got to use this week to, the best that we can to prepare for a team that's playing some good rugby in France. But yeah, I'm not going to think about them. I want to get my body right and the boys to get their body right this week, maybe emotionally reset a little bit, and then next week we'll come in and jump straight into what's an exciting game for us.
David?
So it was a big call at the end. You got the penalty. When Finn could have kicked the goal, you get the ball back. You went for the corner. What was the conversation like there? Was it your call? How did it go?
I basically asked the ref if Finn was to go for the points, would the game be over if he kicked it dead? And the ref said yes. So I thought the smart thing would be to, take the only other thing that could affect it is if Finn kicked the post. But I think that's a less risk of going to a line-out where there's a lot of moving things. So we ended up taking the points and Finn missed the kick, but we won.
Sorry, I meant the one just before that. Because he scored off the line out. You got the penalty, and that got you into 2 points. See what I mean? And then they would have kicked back to you. I think you didn't think that much about it. You went for the corner.
I went to the corner because I wanted to win the game.
All good. Any more questions for Sione? Just one up here. Yep.
Sione, just what did you make of Wales?
Yeah, I think they deserve so much credit today, and like I said, I don't want to get up here and say anything too much about our performance, about the things that we didn't do, because I think that discredits the job and the passionate team that Wales were today. And I had a feeling that Steve was going to get them ready for this game, and maybe it's a game that they wrote down for themselves that they were going to target. But I thought the pressure they put us under at the breakdown, but not only that, just their will and want to get in front of us over and over again. And I thought they would die off a lot sooner than they did. So credit to those boys. I know they're fighting a lot at the moment, but I felt that like the Principality was bouncing today. I don't know about you guys. The atmosphere seemed awesome, so that's awesome for Welsh rugby, and credit to the boys for putting in a performance that they probably needed.
Great, thank you. That's all for Sione.